Hello, welcome back to Mass Effect with Kat Shepard. We just finished up the Therum mission. We retrieved the matriarch's daughter, Liara Tassoni, who doesn't know squat, but she's still on board, even though she didn't know anything. And we are talking to the crew. We talked to Tally, talked to Joker, told him no medals for him. I also, during while the last video was uploading, went and talked to this guy a whole lot. Kept reloading over and over until finally Shepard got herself a Savant 10 biotic amp. Now all the biotics on the crew have Savant amps, although most of them are Savant 7s or 8s. I don't think somebody might have a 10, I don't know, but Shepard's definitely got a 10. I don't know if Caden might have a 10 or Liara might have a 10. I don't know. But we're all savanted out with our bioamps. And now we're going to continue talking to the crew. Let's find out if Ashley still hates us. If she doesn't now, yet, hate us enough, we're going to make her hate us more.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I'm not sure I believe it either. It's better to have her where we can see her.
That makes sense. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
It's not normal for an enlisted to speak informally with the commander.
I figured since the crew was so small, you might be more permissive. I mean, that helmsman of yours. Most places, he'd be at Captain's Mast every day. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but, I'm concerned about the aliens. Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Yeah, Ashley, unfortunately, I don't have the option to bring him up on charges. I mean, it's, it's not one of the dialogue options, otherwise he'd be up there.
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You notice she doesn't mention Tally. And Tally's the one who's really poking around. You can see what Rex is doing. He's just standing over there. And Garrus seems to be fascinated by the Mako, and it's like, we could give those secrets away. We would cripple our enemies if we allowed them to reproduce the Mako. If they all started using the Mako, we'd win every frickin' war we got into. Should we go this way? Yeah, I think this one says it's my decision. Don't question me. Yeah, I think we're gonna go that way. I think that's what it says.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Ma'am, no ma'am. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Shepard and Ashley are not hitting it off at all.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it, too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash. Too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Yeah, Spectres are born, not trained. How can you get special training to be a Spectre?
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sex rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
All right. Let's see. Let's go talk to Liara. And then Cade. And I'm intentional. I mentioned this before. I'll mention it again. I'm intentionally avoiding speaking to Rex because he's just going to talk about being a pirate, and this Shepard wouldn't put up with that. She'd kick him off the ship.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I just want to talk.
Of course. I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I think my last, one of my previous Shepards was just as mean to Liara as well. I can't remember. Yeah, I think I had a Shepard who was like pretty damn mean to Liara.
I had to save you. You can help me stop Saren.
I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Promises are easy to make, but hard to keep.
I do not begrudge you your suspicions. I just hope in time you will come to trust me.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her. And this was not like her. Something changed.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
I'm not some artifact you can take back to your lab, Doctor.
I am sorry, Commander. I did not mean it like that. I am used to dealing with computers and data disks. I am not very good with people. I let my professional curiosity get the better of me. Please forgive me. Let us talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
And of course I had one playthrough where not only did I romance her, I took her on every single mission in Mass Effect 3. I'm going to use her quite a bit in this. I tend to use Liara quite a bit because biotics trumps everything. And I'll probably use Caden quite a bit, because biotics trumps everything. As you can see from the combat, it's just everybody just spends all their time floating around in the air.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Or maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
I wish this dialogue took into account Shepard could potentially be a biotic. Hers was accidental. She got it when her mom was working in an engineering compartment.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Why can't this dialogue take into account Shepard might be a biotic? Oh, it's just so...
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Ma'am.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
She knows what Jump Zero is. A lot of this makes Shepard sound like a moron. I think I'll just skip it.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I wanted to get to know you a little better, that's all. Thanks for the talk, Caden.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
I wish this really actually said what it's the paraphrase thinks, but it doesn't.
No, I don't. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that.
And because the middle option says, no, I don't, why not make the top option actually kind of be like teasing? The middle option says the same thing as the top option. Now we're going to head back to Citadel. I mean, we haven't been out that long. We've run 2 missions. Or actually, we have been out for a while. What's over here? There's something over here. I saw something over here. And it wasn't Presley. Here, this. Where is it? Okay. We have been out. We went through the Exodus cluster and we stopped an asteroid from slamming into Terra Nova. And then we came out here to the Artemis Tau cluster and we landed on 2 different planets before we landed on Therum. So, yeah, we've been out for a while. It's time to go back to the Citadel and restock. So let's do that. We're going to get a phone call from Nasana. So let's get that phone call. We didn't get the phone call yet. What the hell? I don't understand. Or did we get it earlier? I don't remember. Oh, I think we got the phone call already. I think all you have to do is run 1 mission and you get the phone call. Let's check the journal. And what's new in the codex?
The Norman. Ship mobility.
Okay, I picked these up from talking to Garrus. And that's from talking to Liara. Alright. Oh, there's still something. What? What? What did we not get? Oh, heat management. And that Guardian anti-ship defense stuff. Okay. Now, alright. Let's check the journal now. I've been looking around for matriarchal writings, and in the process I ended up with all this other crap that I don't care about. Alright, Asari diplomacy. You've killed an Asari mercenary named Dahlia Dantius. According to a data pad found on Dahlia's body, her sister Nasana is a diplomat on the Citadel. Dahlia was evidently blackmailing Nasana by threatening to reveal her own existence and ruin Nasana's career. Nasana will want to hear the news that her sister is dead. Inform Nasana. Alright. Alright. I think I'm going to take Rex and Garrus and get some dialogue about the Krogan monument. Maybe even some dialogue on some elevators. I don't know. We'll see.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Alright, let's level everybody up. Now we're at level 59. Might as well do something with this shotgun. Not going to be able to do much, but might as well do a little bit. And Garrus, that's right, we were working on your assault rifle. And Rex, I think I'm going to give you a point there, and the next time we'll give you a point there, if we get it next time. Let's see, how much do we have to go? About 90,000 points. Alright. And that's enough for this episode. Next episode, we're going to spend all our time, just like in this episode, talking to people. Oh, I should take Caden dancing with me. I'll take Caden next time. Until then, have a nice day.